Hello guys, hello. How you guys doing this evening? Man, I can't see my screen. It seems like it's a mile away. Let me make the text a little bit bigger, one sec. I can't make the text bigger. Great. I don't know how I've done this, but my monitor seems really far away. Who do we have in chat? Synergy, what's up? What's up? Penguins fan. Bloodline, man, what's up, bro? Sturg. Adam Gaming, Mariano Torres. Cygnus, what's up, Cygnus? How you guys doing this evening? Just a short stream. Only like an hour and a half. Just gonna chat with you guys. I like these Monday night chill out streams. Nice and chilled. Just watched Broken Toys trailer. Oh my god, Broken Toys. Well, they done a new trailer? Or is it the same trailer that they had before? Oh, it's a new trailer, it looks like. Well, not really a new trailer. 15 seconds. We can watch that. We can watch. Actually, I won't because it's a spoiler for a lot of people, so I won't watch it. But I watched the actual trailer like, was it a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that? Actually, it was before Christmas. And I was in the Skybound compilation video. Who else is playing the game while watching? Me, I guess. Yeah, mobile phones are great. Like, especially if you have YouTube Red, you can have YouTube overlaid on your game, which is cool. How long does it take to get a good team on this game? The highest team I have is A. It takes a lot less time now than it ever has. Like, it used to be a long time to get good characters, like just 5-star characters. But in terms of getting great characters, it can be very hard. Like, I only have a few great characters, you know? And most of them are defense characters. It can be very hard to get a great team. But there are login rewards. Like right now, you've effectively got a login reward. Just try and do reasonably well in some tournaments. You could get Jeremiah, at least. Try and get a vet if you can. She's better. Just keep playing every day. That's pretty much. Just spend all your energy. Keep playing every day. Be in a good faction and try and be a good faction mate. When there's faction events on, that's when you spend your cans. That's when you spend your time in the games. You know, that sort of thing. Just try your best during faction events. You're stuck on Speedway Stage 6. Okay, I'll look at that after this and just see what it's like. Did you watch the Walking Dead Broken Toys trailer? The new one. Is it 15 seconds, Sturg? If it's the 15-second one, yeah, I've seen it. What region are you in? I play in Upson and Jeff Davis, 2 regions. Okay, what did you say? Speedway? Stage 6. Yeah, I remember the Speedway and Sewers got pretty tough. Stage 6. What do you have to do here? Humans. Alert and fast. So the problem you've got is no matter what you take in, you're going to take trade damage. So what you should do is you should take fast characters or alert characters. You're not going to do any trade damage, but you're not going to take any. And then pretty much what I've got here is what you should take. These 2 vials. The red ones and the blue ones to debuff them. And then the smelling salts if you don't have a revive character. And another good one would be like the stamina boosters if you've got ranged characters. I can't remember what the other one's called. can't remember what the other one's called. Just to give yourself a bit of defense at the beginning. And try and take a character that gives you buffs, basically. If you've got a character that gives you buffs. Like, as a new player to the game, this is one of the best characters if he's here. He's not. There's in this depot called Survival Markers, there's a character called Ezekiel, and he's Survival Road Ezekiel. He gives all of your characters 60% defense and 60% attack. It just instantly makes the game easier for you on world map against humans. Really, really good. He's really good. What's up, Sebastian? How you doing? What's up, Robert? Tristan's as well. How you guys doing? Look, can I ask what kind of mod set you're using on Alpha? I heavily modded my Alpha for this war, and the two characters that I modded the heaviest were my 2 decaps on both my range team and my melee team. So my ranged character was Tyrese. So I just put all the best decap stuff for him. So he's just heavily modded for damage. And then I did the same for Alpha, just heavily modded for damage. I didn't have a crit set, attack set crit bonus. I just went for defense while stunned, so she was just a little bit more defensive. Just because I'm going to come up against green characters, so she's got more chance of being stunned. And then I did my entire defense team as the next priority, just making my defense team tanky, just with my tier 1 mods. I went a little bit different with Shiva because I didn't use her on my attack team. I used her only on my defense team, and I made her a bit more defensive. Seemed to work well. I was getting a reasonable amount of defense, but it's just getting harder and harder. And then I started running out of stun resist, basically. And that's it, pretty much. And then the supporting characters from my attack teams weren't as well modded. Like, I had to go with crit set and is it Sadiq? No, Sadiq's not in this region. Glenn was pretty well modded, all things considered. He was like down the pecking order in the mods. Because I've got 3 teams. I've got a defense team, and only one of those characters is used on my attack team. Only Glenn's used on my attack team. And that's my defense team. And only Glenn was used on my attack team. One of my attack teams was this. And none of these characters are used on my defense team, so it's like that's 9 characters so far, 10 characters so far. And then my other attack team, I think I just had them both down the bottom actually. Yeah, these 2, and that was my other attack team. Actually, I think I have Cal on my defense team. No, I don't. It went okay, you know. It just starts running short on mods. Like I have to use like health set for Abraham, not ideal, but. So I had like 14 characters, just don't have enough gold mods to really make them all strong. But it went okay. What's up? What's up, man of the moon? Your name wrecks me every time. Every time I read it, I'm like, Manonth. What's up? What's up, man? What's up, Maria? How you doing? Maria Celeste Babak. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. I am watching every stream. Well, I thank you very much. What's up, Mama? How you doing, Mama? Who do you aim to get from the event? I want to get a vet. I want to get a vet because she's the only one that's not a duplicate, and I think she's a really good healer for just general play. I don't think she's going to really change much from my raid teams, but I think she's a really, really good healer. Even to be fair, when I come up against her on defense teams, if she heals, she's annoying as hell. But I don't know. If I was to make a fast defense team, she'd go on it. I like her quite a lot. How happy are you, Mama, that a vet's in here? I bet you're super happy. You get Princess, you get a vet. It's like they're putting the characters in there just for you. And then we've got Erik. I got back into The Walking Dead again and just finished season 8. And oh my god, the last episode was really good. Season 8. Season 8. What one's season 8? Ah, season 8. Okay, yeah. I think I know what that one is. Season 8's where like a lot of... Season 8 was a really long season, if I remember right. That was where it transitioned into Fear the Walking Dead, right? If I remember right. Okay, someone did request that I give an example of a team for Erik. I am actually going to probably build a team around Erik because he looks pretty decent as a leader. And he kind of works for me. He kind of works for me, so... This is the sort of team that I'm going to use behind Erik. A lot of my characters are blue and green already, which is kind of a bonus. So you have Erik as a leader. And then the best thing about it is if you have Korra as a shield, you're pretty much set. I'm not sure who I'd go with other than that. Another blue or green character. I mean, I could put in like Cal. I could put in a Cal for shields. Or I could put in an aggressive character. I don't know. If I had a Shiva, maybe I'd put in a Shiva. What other character do you think I could put there, guys, for that team? What's up, Keyboy? Hello, hello. Especially the bonus HP would help. Yeah, but it only goes to 3, right? It only goes to 3 if I remember right. Let me just check. That's the only downside of Yvette. No. Yeah. Up to 3 teammates gain focus and regain 40% of max HP. Like, the focus for 3 turns is awesome. The focus is the really good part. What was her active? Recover, impair. I mean, that's actually really good. She could be useful in like certain attack team setups. There's certain teams that she could be useful in against ranged teams because she's got recover, impair, and focus on her rush is nice. She could be pretty useful in certain attack team setups. Like the reason I use this character, you saw my attack team there that I showed you before, this team, is for the focus. So she could potentially replace Kate, and she'd get her rush. She'd get her rush really slow though. It should be a command turn 3. So the defense would have already rushed. Nah, that's where it starts to get annoying. Okay, here's that team again. You're from Ukraine, my English bad. It's okay. It's okay. Green Eugene. You think Green Eugene, Yvette, it really is like they're thinking about me. I'll be getting her, yeah, for sure. I mean, I would get her regardless, but I might try and get a second Erik if I can get enough of the platinum things. I'm not really sure how they're going to be distributed. They're only in placement. And I think like they've changed the barriers. It used to be like top 100. Now it's 150. I don't know. It could be difficult. Like to consistently come top 150. If you're in a bigger region especially. But it does last 27 days, and these could be part of every single event. If you won an event, you're gold, pretty much. You got 10,000. You're good. I wonder if people are going really for this. Yeah, apparently. Someone in my faction. I guess there is pretty much a revive up for grabs, potentially. What's second place get? 5k, so 30% of Erik. It's not too bad. It's not too shabby. I updated the emote, Mama. The Earl one, I changed it. I took off the Christmas hat. And I don't know if you guys saw. Some of you might have. He's actually available to use on my Discord. If you join my Discord, you can use the emote. I'll start uploading other emotes there too. Let me show you. Like if you go to the chat, and then emotes, you can see I've got one emote right now, lockdown. And it's L, and it just says no. So if I do that, no. And you get that for free if you just go onto my Discord. As long as you're, I think you have to use it on my Discord. But if you have Nitro, you can use it anywhere. That's why I can use some of these other ones with other Discords I'm from. These ones are cool. I love this one. Very hype. Green Eugene. His kit has everything: confuse, active, stun, weapon, and taunt rush. I guess I'd want to be windowless though. I'd have to make another AP down weapon. I'm not sure. We'll see. No burgers, no burgers. Oh my god. How did you get Erik already? He has been available for ages. I got him from, I think I got him from Training Grounds. If you check one of my Training Grounds videos, the 99 pulls or the 100 pulls, I think I got Erik from one. I think it was the first pull I did. I think it was the second one, the 99 pulls in Training Grounds. It turns out that I pulled a revive character from Training Grounds. I'm pretty sure anyway. But he's available in the depot as well. I've seen him pop up in my depot quite a few times. But I already had him. I think I've even used him as fodder, like dupes. But he's a really, really good 6-star. Especially as a legacy. Like, I'm actually so surprised that I think there must be something else coming out soon that's going to make revives less important. Because he's that powerful. It's really odd. And while it is great for free-to-play to get this, everybody's getting this. So, yeah, you're going to have people running around with 3 of these guys. And that's going to be annoying. Real annoying. Real annoying. Yeah, I need to figure out what that last character is going to be. But you say Eugene. I haven't ascended Eugene. Let me look at Eugene in this team. Don't really have anyone else who can fit here. I mean, I'm not going to show you. I did do my winter token pulls. The video is going to come along tomorrow, but potentially one of the characters I pulled in that could go there. But we're going to go off what I already have. I mean, Eugene as a 6-star. Deal 325% damage and taunt for 2 turns, up to 2 enemies, up to 2 teammates gain 25% bonus HP. Yeah, you're right about bonus HP. It is nice. His rush is reasonably fast as well, so he could get his rush after 2 turns if he had AP on attack, and he did get attacked. But because I've got a shield, it's less likely to happen. The confuse active is a nice bonus. He's got quite defensive stats as well, which is important. So yeah, he's a potential. I kind of liked having Laurie in my team because she gave a nice defense boost and attack boost. Obviously, she can't go in this team, and there's no one like that within blues and greens. Oh, wait a sec. Wait a sec. What about this young lady? God, my eyes when I see her. Oh, come on. Come on, Ice. Don't let me down now. What about Maggie? All teammates will gain 55% of max HP, get 75% attack for 1 turn. So she'll give a massive attack boost. I'll have defense up constantly as well because I've got 2 defense boosters, and she recovers everyone from confuse. I'm going to have a lot of cleanse, and she's going to give defense boost here. All teammates get 40% attack and 40%. Okay, she's an attack leader. I mean, she's just pure heal though. I think there's not enough like danger in this team. Eventually, someone's going to whittle my team down here. I might even sacrifice Dante, you know? Not sure. Maybe just put one attacking character in here. I was thinking, because I'm actually not using Dwight anymore. Not modded. I didn't use him at all in the last war because I can't. Because he's not got Decapitate, I can't use him anymore. Elle says no. Would 2 Yvettes on a team with a Cole lead, Violet and Solange be good? Basically, that team's going to still rely on Violet and Solange. That's going to be the most important things. The second I've taken those out, the rest of them are out of time. So you want to manage. You want to keep those 2 alive somehow, as much as possible. I would say you're better off having someone who's a sacrifice. So like if you've got like a Shiva instead of 2 Yvettes, 1 Yvette and a Shiva, just because if I come up against a team that's got a Shiva, I'm going to try and take out the Shiva and the revives first, and I've got to make it's a hard choice. Whereas if there's 2 Yvettes there, I'm just going to leave them. If I'm honest, they're slow, so they're not gonna go off too often. I guess like I said, the priorities are always going to be the revives. If they go off, if one of the Yvettes go off, it's going to be dangerous though. It's going to you're going to have loads of bonus HP everywhere because I came up against a team with 3 Violets in war, 3 Violets, and I was just like, what even is this team? It's just like, it was just so annoying. Oh god. Elle says no. I'm about to have some too, thanks to Locke. Locke, you might get to use them next stream. Yes, yes. I just got him from the depot. So lucky. Ah, you just got him. Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm one of the people who believes stun on attack is better than AP down, even on defense, mods or not. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but I mean, if there was going to be a window, I guess Elle would be the best one because then they're not attacking my revives, so that wouldn't be too bad, and it would just be a little bit of a bonus in terms of just like maybe getting a stun in. I'm one of the people who, even on defense, that's the only question. On defense, I mean, it's an obvious window a lot of the time, especially that first turn. Or think about the very first turn. If you've got a shield with AP down and then there's one window, you're just going to attack that window. Is safety behind bars Redrick Legacy? No. Well, he is Legacy, but he's not a Legacy ascendable. That makes sense. Like every character here that's a 5-star is a Legacy character, unless they're new. Like, who's new? Who have I got that's new that haven't ascended? I don't think she's she sort of is. This one's a weird one. This one's in the middle. I won't go to that one. Eugene's the perfect example. Eugene is a non-legacy ascendable. Yeah, Solange is a non-legacy ascendable. Whereas Nox is a legacy character and now is ascendable, and then characters that are 5-stars are just legacy 5-stars. And then one day any of these characters could become ascendable. This is my #1 pick for ascendable character. I love if Javi became ascendable, I'd love it. I just love it. He's such a cool character. What do you think could be the next meta? I mean, it's up to how they're going to release characters within free-to-play, because unless the only way you can shape a meta is by having something become a common thing, and that either takes a long time over a period from spending, or something being available within open play to force spenders to change their teams. And at the moment, there's nothing to make you change your defense teams from being this massively just disgusting revive teams, because they're really slow to take down. And even if you lose the battle on a defense, you're going to at least slow down their attack. And against bad teams, people don't have decapitates and disarms, you're going to get defense all the time. So I think the next meta is going to be just up to Scopely, basically, how quickly they're going to release characters within free-to-play that can actually deal with that. The second they do, people are actually going to have to think about defense teams again. I think it's been like nearly 8 months since basically Erica teams started coming out. There's been no other teams. There's no other go-to teams. There's no other go-to teams. It's just shield revives all the time now. Whereas when I was playing in 5 stars, I didn't have a revive. But 5 stars had a different type of just dumb thing where you could rush turn 2. So I mean, both had stupid things going on at the same time. But it's just the way it is. I've just pulled Mackenzie on my last winter token pool. Congrats, Mackenzie's awesome. Mackenzie is cool. Active revive, and if you get Erik, you can go behind Erik, so that's great. I got AP down on Gabe and reset rest of the stuff. Yeah. AP down on basically AP down on characters you don't want to get attacked. 7 stars are the next meta. I mean they're here already basically. Like these new 6 stars are basically 7 stars, just 6 stars with better stats. How to build a good Violet on a defense team. Just make her tanky. Just make her tanky. She has, what does she have? Evasion. It makes her really hard to kill. But just make her tanky. You want to go with mods like this. Basically, mods like that. Pretty much identical, actually. You don't have to go for Confuse Resist, though. But it would be good because she's mainly, like, you can't impair her in terms of, like, you impair her, she can still revive. So this is like, and then obviously you don't want her taking damage versus alert, so that's good. So identical to this will be a good way to go. In terms of her weapon, could go for something like that, where you have HP and stun, or defense, like the Savage, or defense, huge AP down. Depends how you want to build her. I mean, I think most people ignore Violet and try and kill her with a rush because she's got evasion, I would assume. Because, yeah, she's just annoying. She's real annoying. How to I also pulled a Mackenzie. Congrats. Mackenzie is really good. Like, this is my Mackenzie. I mainly gave her HP set because she's behind, well, currently she's behind Ezekiel, so it means she doesn't need defense as much because she's going to get defense boost from the leader, and the weapon she's got is that, so she's already getting extra defense and HP. She's just, I basically build her to stay alive and use her active. Not to rush so much, but when she does rush, it's gonna be nice because she's got cleanse and health boost. Only goes to 3, but it's mainly the active. That's cool. That's the one that you want because it's revive, and it's strong. 35% HP is really strong. Like for a revive, it is only a flat revive, no heal afterwards, but that's what makes it cool. I need to get defense versus yellows though. I don't have it yet. Oh, I do. There we go. Don't know why I didn't put that in earlier. Ah, you hate to see it, like it doesn't upgrade at the end. What was the percentage on the other one? Apparently it wasn't HP set before. The hell? It was 35%. So it'd probably be higher than that. Okay. Okay. Brunaraika. Is that right? Brunaraika. Man, that name. Hello. Is Disarm Michonne worth it, and how would you build her? Yeah, she's amazing. Amazing. Mainly because of her specialist skill, though. But she is amazing. She was released ages ago, right? Yes, she is. She's amazing. It's the Disarm. You want crit, basically. You want crit. You can see the second part of it. When this character performs a critical attack on a human enemy, the enemy will be disarmed for 2 turns. Disarmed characters lose any conditional effects granted by their weapons. And conditional effects are this one. Confuse when attacking, a better chance to confuse an enemy for 2 turns. But that also includes stun on defense, absolute defense, AP down, double attack, like anything that's a tier 3 special. That's the only ones. Conditional ones. You know, even basic ones like defense when 60% HP, you know, or more. But things like AP on attack, attack, defense, that sort of thing, those remain. And basically you attack a shield with this, and then it gives that shield will give you 3 AP for the rest of your team. You won't get like impaired and so on, as long as you crit. So, I mean, with her mods, let's have a mess around with the character for mods. With her mods, you could go. I'm not sure if I've built anyone even remotely close to how she would be built. Let's just pick anybody. Okay, pretend this is her, and you can go defense set, for instance, and you're basically just trying to keep her alive. So you want to give her defense against things that she'd take trait damage against. If you're only going to use her on an attack team against ranged, then you don't have to do that. You can do defense against alert or defense against tough. I would probably say defense against tough is better because they've generally got the harder hitters, even though not many people use attacking characters on defense teams, but still. You don't have to use stun resist on her because she has she can't be stunned when she attacks someone who's got stun on defense. It can never work against her. She can disarm it, or it just won't work. So it's hard to know what would be useful against her. Maybe impair resist, because against ranged teams they can have impair on attack. She can get stunned by stun rushes, so Mirabelle's can still stun her, for instance. But even impair resist, like, it doesn't really matter. So I'm not really sure what she could have. Maybe taunt resist. I can't remember if there's anyone who's got taunt attacks or something like that on their weapon. Maybe confuse resist as well, because if you've got a Michonne on the defense team, that could be a problem. In terms of this, I'm not really sure. Auxiliaries, there aren't really many options, you know. There's only one decent defensive one, in my opinion, that's like Graze and maybe bonus while stunned, but she's not going to get stunned too often. You could give her AP down. That wouldn't be too bad. Or you could give her bonus crit, because you know she's going to crit, so she could do more damage if you wanted her to. And then the last stat is pretty much up to you. You could give her an extra damage. You could give her extra defense, extra HP. You could make her do damage against a certain trait. You could make her do damage against 2 traits if you so wish. You can make her be an attack set instead, and just try and be her, so she's a damage dealer. But mainly, if it was me, I would pair her up with a Tyrese, and I'd have it so that she disarms, and he would just like kill and gain his AP. That's her main job, is just to be someone who gains, it disarms the character, so everyone else can gain AP. Pretty much. Nice account. I guess. Just been playing it a long time, so looks like I've got a lot of characters, but not a lot of these are like mega useful. Some of them are good. Some of them are just sit there, not really ever used. Right now, the decaps are the way I've gone. This is my next region. I think I did it identical on this region in terms of how I built the characters. I just didn't have an attack set mods for this alpha. I only have one attack on attack mod. I need more. I need more so bad. Look at that, one. Just the one. At least she got a lot there, 650. Wait a sec. Okay, that's set. Okay. What's the serene symbol below defense on a character? That is their stamina. That's their stamina. And stamina is just territories. Oh, my faction's got the territories. So when you attack a territory, they lose stamina. Let me see if I can find the territory. And I can't. But when you attack a territory, they lose stamina. And I think it's like 300. 2 attacks. They can lose up to 450 or 600 depending on how long they've been in there. Okay, so what do I want to go for? These will be the weapons I open on Thursday. Do I need another impair gun? I think I might need another impair. Oh damn, I need materials. Okay, let's go for impair on the right hand side. And we go for another impair. I think I'll go for impair on Lee's shotgun. I kind of wanted it on his shotgun from before. But I don't know, I just stopped doing it. I think I tried quite a lot of times. So I'll go 2 impairs. Probably would be better if I got on Lee's shotgun, if I'm honest. Probably would be better. And this effectively would be an Erik weapon. I don't have any impair weapons that also give AP, unless they're accepted for an attack weapon. My impair weapons are defensive, like this one. And I think I had another one, this one. Like these are good for commands, like Sadiq, he doesn't need to rush, so. There's that. Okay, I'm gonna switch region. I have enough depot points to get the Wanderer. Should I get him? Or wait till OG Andrew or Erik? It's up to you. I mean, those guys could never turn up effectively. Those guys could never turn up. You could wait for ages for a certain character. What's your situation like with your depot points? Your depot points good? I'll actually ascend Erik right now. Let's ascend Erik right now. Where is he? Oh no, I won't do it in this region. I think I'll do it in my other region. Yeah, I'll send him in my other region. Main reason is roster space. This region I'm fine with roster space. Although it's full right now, it's just full of 2 stars and stuff. I've got like 50 space on this region. Looking good here. God damn. So much stuffs. Okay, you haven't got anything. Come on, long press, you can work. Damn. I wish I could just say all 1 and 2 star weapons, sell them all. I wish. It's actually got us a reasonable amount of food though. To be fair, 250k, and we're done. How many was that? 600 weapons. Hot damn. Okay, let's get to doing it. I got 3 pulls out of this winter wheel and I'm very happy with what I pulled. I pulled the Michonne, a Mackenzie and a second decap alpha. I'm very lucky because I never spend money. Well, that's good. That's good. Particularly the Michonne because it's an attacking character. Jonas Romanov has taunt on his weapon, correct. But you kind of wouldn't want to take Disarm Michonne against her unless you're really desperate. Wanda is really good. Defo, get him from the depot if you can. He's good against certain teams. Like, especially against Carl teams where they got like heavy setup with greens, because obviously they're quite tanky because of Carl leads, and he will just melt their defenses. I got 3 pulls, also not much out of them though. Got 6-star Winter Shiva and a yellow beta. Did get Shiva and a vet 6-star, which was nice. Yeah, it's not bad. I did my extra pulls earlier. I'm not gonna say I was like spectacularly happy, but I wasn't like mega disappointed. I just really desperately need a good attack team characters. I don't think I've got very good attack team characters. My best characters are defense team characters. What's up, GB? How you doing, man? How are you doing? Was lucky enough to get 5-star Dante. Is he better than Carl? He's very different than Carl, obviously. Dante is for blues and greens, whereas Carl's for yellows and greens. Like Ormelli. The thing is, you can counter a Carl team. Sorry, you can counter a Dante team easier than you can counter a Carl team. Or at least you can avoid trait damage easier. Against a Carl team, you have to take all greens or all reds. They aren't very good green-red leaders. But against Dante teams, you can take blues or greens. Same against this. Erik, you can just not get trait damaged at all. Not that these defensive teams have trait damage leads. Like a lot of defense teams are all about just defense, not really doing damage. But I think Dante, you could probably put attacking characters behind Dante a little bit better because of the AP stuff. Even though it is easy to control AP on defense. Hey, look, do you think 2 6-star Sophias would be decent on defense? I don't know even if one is good on defense. I think she's more of an attacking team character. I could be wrong though. I haven't used her. I haven't come up against her very often. I've come up against her like twice. Her rush is nice because I think less people on attack teams use confuse resist. They use stun resist, so it's generally going to work. You know, if you compare her directly to Mirabelle, it's like almost identical what she can do. 3 stun, 3 confuse, same deal. But she has a specialist skill, which is okay-ish. It's not amazing, but it's okay-ish. Let's focus our character, please. Have 60k depot points right now. I'd say probably the best legacy character available right now is Erik, like without a doubt. In terms of he's generation 2, so it means he's got better stats, and he has a revive, and he's a good revive too. It's not just like he's a Solange revive where it's just like we've been given a revive just to sort of make out that we've got something good, whereas Solange is not good. He is actually a good character. He's a good revive. I have 3 unleveled Eriks. What to do? Send one of them at least. I'd say send one of them at least. Have you already had the stream where you made your own character? No, not yet. Not yet. I'm trying to make the thing. Like, do you know when I do my team build streams on a Saturday, I like to have it look professional. Like the first time we did it, I had a notepad file and we were just writing it down. I want it to look good. I want it to look good what we're doing. If that makes sense. And so let me look at the calendar. Like this coming Saturday the 12th is going to be a team build stream. Then the 19th is probably going to be a war weekend. So I can pencil it in for the 26th as like the first character build stream on the 26th. But what I might do is make it a Thursday stream instead of a weekend stream and just have it latched into one of my weekly streams. Just so I don't have to stream as many times in a week. I kind of want to have a weekend off. But I will try and do it this month. So it'll probably be the 24th or the 31st of this month is when I do it. On a Thursday. But I kind of want it to be a stream by itself as well. But what I might do is we might do it on stream and then I'll make a video about that character that we build. Or we could build multiple characters. You know? And I could maybe like latch in on something else. You guys can vote on what the character can have, whether it's attacking character, defensive character, specialist skill and stuff. Like what you guys think is required and what we need. And then we can say whether this character is going to be like a promo character or a free-to-play character, whether it's going to be like a unique free-to-play, or we can just pick any 5-star and make an ascendable version of that character. It will just be fun, you know, a bit of fun. There's so many little things they can add, like mass buying food on the depot. That's been asked for ages. They haven't really done any updates for a little while because of Christmas, so hopefully they add that soon. They could also fix the league missions. The league missions have already been said. I think they're going to be fixed at the end of this season. I'm not sure what the delay was about, but it's at the end of this season. How many winter token pulls did you get overall? I got 4 on one region and 5 on another region, but I did buy one of the $5 packs for 10,000. What are they called? Jumpers? The jumpers? To get over 150 tokens. Because my faction got close enough. I got 1 and got 6-star Dante on my baby region. That's not too bad though. As a 6-star as well. Especially if it's a baby region, it's nice to just get him straight away as a 6-star. No fodder needed and stuff. Focus a character. Like one thing I've always been annoyed at in this game is when I do this like free run. Okay, get through this. Now stop. Like I played some other games where it's like this, where you've got your team build, and then you come up against like other teams. In that game, if I press auto, they all attack one of these characters. In this, they just literally attack whoever they want. Like that just doesn't happen in this other game where other characters take damage. That's the only, like, I wish they focused a little bit better. I understand that sometimes because there's trait damage in this game, which doesn't feature in other games as, you know, a feature. So they can attack specifically characters based on their trait, but if they're all the same trait, there should be like a focus of like A1, everyone attacks the top left or something like that. I don't know. Need to tier for Erik as soon as possible to swap Eugene as my defense team leader. What's up, Furus? Hello, hello. Erik lead, Holly, Gabe, Magna, and either Dante, Eugene, or Shiva. I'd probably put, and it's actually hard to be honest. Who are the other ones? Holly, Gabe. Yeah, Erik, Holly, Gabe should be a fine trio. You don't have to have another revive or heal, in my opinion. I would say Shiva would be annoying because if you kill her, that's fine. But the second she gets revived, she's got a rush. You just want to make her a little bit defensive. I shouldn't give you too many tips. It's like giving you too many tips. You're in my region, but you don't want to make her too aggressive because she'll be easily decapitated. Oh, someone got killed. Who was that? Kenny. That makes sense. What's up, Chris? Happy New Year. It's all good. It's all good. Working on my Violet. Nice. Team setup now is Cole, leader, Princess, Shiva with Cutthroat, Ares, and Violet. And that's defense team, yeah? That's a pretty solid defense team for no shield. Who would I attack first? That's what you always want to when you build a defense team, you should literally just start a world map, 3 energy, then you can see their stats, you can long press them to see how good their defense is and stuff, and then just imagine you're attacking this team and then you'll see weaknesses instantly. You know? I'd probably attack the Shiva first, just because she's the most dangerous character out of them. But the problem I've got is Violet is like a slow revive. I'd want to kill Shiva and then kill Violet with the rushes. But then the second I've done that, Ares has got stronger, so it's not too bad. It's a nice team without having like some proper premium characters in there. Except Violet is a premium for sure. Can't help the competition too much. Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait a sec. I mean, I still know how to beat that team. Like in terms of, I'd have to take defense down. There's only so much you can do on a defense team. I'd have to take defense down, debuff that character, and then decapitate her. It would have to happen. The new Erik 6-star is great. Yes, he is. He is really good. He is really good. We didn't get an inbox message about this event, did we? Look. Nothing about this museum collection. Like nothing about medals. No inbox message at all. I was like, I was wondering if it just was taking a while to update, but there just wasn't a message. Okay, area 23-2. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just... Is it 14? Yeah. I'm just going to get rid of the energy there. And I'm going to just drop a can for this. Because I need... What was it? Why didn't it take me to it? 23-2. 23-2. Okay, what is this? Walkers. Okay, I need to go to the bathroom. I'll take you. I'll be back in just a moment, guys. I will be right back. And then back. Give me a drink too. Lovely. Lovely. I've only been drinking water so far this year. I didn't really make a conscious decision like, my New Year's resolution is just to drink water, but apparently that's what's happened. Free stuff incoming for no message. Yeah. Doubtful. My game just did a text label glitch. I restarted my phone and reloaded the game, and 5-star recruit war tokens I got cross-region war are missing. The 5-star recruit tokens I got. Oh, you mean they're not in your inbox? Just watch a video. That should shift it. That's generally how I get it to work. Gain 10 battle items. Okay. So if you go up here and then just click watch video, it generally cleans it through, and you might have to claim it again. That's generally what I do, at least. I pulled 3 6-stars from Winter Tokens, Blue Shone, Blue Zeke, and Koa. Worth it to spend $15 to pull one more, or I pulled all the decent tunes already. You got Michonne, so it's up to you, you know. If you feel it's worth it, is it to do the last collection? If it's to do the last collection. Or is it to do the offer for actual? Which one would it be? I think you've got an offer that I don't have now. I know the one you're talking about. It's like you get 35 winter tokens. You also get, don't you also get 10 RTS pulls on there? I mean, it could be worth it. Scavenger crate. Only 200 coins. Not too bad. Really low chance. You get a winter token pool. I had hoped they'd do boxes. Oh, there's another surprise box. Is that the Herschel? Yeah. 6-star, 5-star, 1%. Legend trainer. How much is that? 450. What are the odds on promos again? 1%, 1%. So pretty much the same odds for 50 coins less. It's hard whether you would think it was. Well, actually, it's not the same odds. Well, it is, but it's for 200 coins more actually. Some people just don't like 4 stars so much that they wouldn't even pull. I already claimed the rewards before the glitch. Yeah, what can happen is sometimes if your game refreshes, it rolls you back and then it will send you the rewards again. That's what can sometimes happen. Don't ask me why. I've got no idea. It's to get 25 winter tokens. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you, man. It's up to you. You've already got Michonne, so she is the best character in that wheel for attack. You already got Koa, who's one of the best for defense. I mean, just look at the other. I mean, you're probably not going to get a great character because you've already got great characters, you know, in terms of just like the odds of getting a good character again. You could easily get a 5-star wheel character, for instance. So, but yeah, and again, you could get someone like Davey or like Clementine if you're a big Clementine fan. That can make a difference for you, and you could get a Harlan. It's up to you, man. It's up to you. If $15 isn't much to you, if you're happy to do it and get the worst character on that wheel, then that's fine. And then just take what you can get. Totally up to you, man. But you've got a lot to work on anyway. Blue Michonne is great. Congrats. I got 4 decent pulls, so I could have gotten one more by buying 2 sweater offers for $6 each. I passed. Yeah. Fingers crossed I get the rewards. I will post the image of the glitch to the Facebook community page. You know the community page is a community page though, right? Like... that's nothing to do with Scopely. You should contact support if you want help. Is Winter Michonne good? She's okay. I've heard a lot of people talk about she's a good attack team leader. I've never used her as an attack team leader, but that's what I see people talk about her as an attack team leader. I can take a look at her after this. She's got 40% attack, right? And then I think it's like all... I think it's all teammates get 40% attack and fast teammates or something like that get AP on defense. She's got a weird lead. Or is that Jesus? Might be mixing up Jesus. I think I'm mixing up Jesus. All fast characters get a huge bonus to AP when attacking. All teammates get 40% attack against ranged characters. Okay, I might have been mixing up Jesus. Where is Michonne? There. All melee teammates get 40% attack and a huge bonus to AP when taking damage. Ah, okay. Yeah, I've seen people say she's a good attacking lead. She's basically Camilla, but AP on defense rather than attack. Obviously, attack is a lot better. Her rush isn't like spectacular, but it's mainly about the lead, I guess. I have only one lead. Well, then she's going to be useful for you. Like, I'm talking about really like people with big rosters saying that she's useful for an attacking leader for melee. But it's mainly because there aren't that many options within melee. I've said this for a very long time. There just aren't that many options within melee. There's only like 3 for attack teams. And this is one of the ones that's just been recently released as one of the best options. Don't think I can do this anymore without any. Oh, I've taken the wrong team. Why is he in a scout mission? Oh my god, why he's in here now? I don't even. Oh my god. I think I did like a test. Someone said on my Discord, try and beat the last stage of world map with just 5 stars, so I did it, and I think that was the team I used. It was actually pretty fun. Where is it? Yeah, that's the team I used. It worked, it was pretty good. Let's just go for gear. Hello, Mama. Hello. Play Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite for ages, man. I think the last time I played it was like season 5. I think it's on like season 7 or 8 now. You just got a vet from a single pull for Cole. Well, nice. Congrats. She is in this event currently, so you kind of saved yourself from getting her in the event. You can focus on getting Erik, I guess. She's pretty good. Talked about her a little earlier. She can be annoying if she actually rushes. I kind of find myself ignoring her a lot of the time because she's got absolute defense a lot, so she's just annoying to try and kill. And I kill her with a rush. The only problem is she's like Shiva bait. You can easily just kill her with Shivas. That's the big problem with her. You pulled 6-star fast Yumiko from a single pull. I think I did the same. Not from a single pull, but I did pull Yumiko. I think I did a 40 pull for Sandy and pulled Yumiko. So tonight, I think there's going to be a movie night. I'm not sure. If people are down. I'm not too bothered what we watch. I'll look at like the recently added videos on Netflix and Amazon Prime and see what one we want to watch. What is your favorite food? Probably Italian or Caribbean foods. Probably. I like it. Lockdown is a cannibal. He loves chicken. I don't not love chicken, that's for sure. But it's not my favorite, you know? I think most people eat chicken because it's just easy to cook. Like if they want to cook it for themselves. It's easier to make taste nice. It's not expensive. And yeah, it's quick. You know, it's not tough to cook. And in general, it's actually pretty healthy for a meat. Like it's not fatty and stuff. You can grill it and it can be pretty healthy. Okay, let's move this back over here. It's a little trick I do. If I do a You Got Lucky, these are where I put my scavenge camps, like these two here and these two here. If one of these becomes a You Got Lucky, I move it over here into where I put my training grounds, generally up here. And that way, when I see it's finished, I don't automatically claim it because I know it's a You Got Lucky. So like I don't claim it by accident. And if I do claim it by accident, which I sometimes do, there's a trick to that. You instantly close down the game. So you do this. And then you actually remove it. You know, if I move it up, oh my god, what have I just done? If I long press and do remove from list, but if I can instantly get rid of it, it actually shuts down the game. And then you go onto a second device, and on the second device you log in, and you hope that it hasn't sent the information to the servers that you actually claimed you got lucky. What do you guys think of this? The Survivors Club change. I don't think this means on a daily basis. I think it just means for like that week you get it once. Otherwise it'll be ridiculous. Bird Box. That's what we were going to watch. We were going to watch Bird Box, but a lot of people said they already seen it, so I don't mind watching something else. I'll put it in the list of 4 films, and if people vote on it, they vote on it. Would you say Erik or Hunter is better? I want to build Javier, so just looking what I should focus on. You want to build Javi? Oh, you mean like a Javi lead? I don't know. I'd probably say Erik is better just because he's got a nice active. His rush is good. The thing about Hunter is he's harder to kill. It's going to be harder to kill Hunter, but I don't think his rush is as good as an active isn't as good. Because he's got Indomitable, he's just harder to kill. I think Erik being a like a Generation 2 6-star where he's got boosted stats, he is going to be pretty tanky, but his rush and his activus is so good. They're both very good. Has he got his finger on the trigger? Who holds a shotgun like that? Why is he... That is hurting my eyes to watch, actually. It's as if he's just got his hand freely, like... Yeah, it's got no handle, the shotgun. His thumb, his hand should be on the top of it, right? Where the stock is, where the stock meets the actual like bit above the trigger. Don't know what that's called. His hand should be over the top of that, right? It looks like he's just holding his hand like freely in the middle of the air, just sort of floating with his thumb, his finger inside the trigger. It's just like, okay, bro. Now everyone does this, I bet. And see, that's how it should be. Hand over the top, holding the gun. That's how it should be, right? Why is his hand not like that? Why is his hand not like that? He's sort of doing it as well. It looks like his hand's just floating. It's really weird. Okay, let's see if there's anyone else. So hers is doing it as well. Why is her hand? Why she's not holding the gun? Okay, that's a little. It looks a bit better. Okay, it looks a little bit better. Look, what? They're not holding the gun. Their hand's just floating there with their finger in the trigger. Like when you notice it and you can never like not see. What's been seen cannot be unseen. Whatever it's called. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna send Erik on my other region, just because my this region the roster is packed. He's actually more usable on this region instantly as well. Oh, he's in a team, so I can't. I think if he's a leader in a team, he can't be ascended. Where is he? Why can't I ascend? Oh, he's level 74. That'll probably be it. That'll be it. That he's not maxed out. This is one of them things that you have to do. Funnily enough. Is max out a character before you can ascend them. Oh god. Okay. Takatiki Tukutaka. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I've no idea what I'm saying right now. Did you try Turkish food before? I might have. I'm not sure. I've tried a lot of different foods, so it's possible. He loves chicken confirmed. Does anyone in stream live in Japan? Asking for an important reason. It is still expensive for me. Are you doing team building? Next Saturday I am, yes. I am, yes. Hey Lockdown, first time I see you live. Very nice videos. Our faction managed to reach rank 1 again in the cross-region war. I got Red Clem from the Winter Token. What do you think about her? I love Red Clem, so I'm massively biased. I don't think she's like mega useful in raids, except maybe like a really specific team, but I love Red Clem. Simple as that. I'm really happy I got mine. Are you happy you got yours? Are you a big... If you're a Telltale fan, it's great. It's my first season for like premium Telltale character, and it's Clementine, so I'm really happy with that. Let's open some trainer bags. Okay, Washington. Oh, his rush went up, and I needed that for a daily mission. That's pretty funny. That is funny. Okay, time to ascend. let's use some dupes. I should have dupes. I should have. I've got trainers just in case. No, not many dupes so far. Connie. I like Darius, so we'll leave Darius for the moment. Dwight. Is this that Dwight? Yeah. Dwight we'll use. I like Eugene. I'll use you. Red Heath. Jeremiah is a dupe. This guy. I'll use her because I've got 4 of her now. You. Okay, that's it. Okay. Yes, I know. I selected that Dwight. Okay. Yeah, it's tilting me, him holding it like that. Oh god, I don't think he's meant to hold it like that. Oh god. But so we get Erik as a 6-star though. And reduce the roster, which is pretty important. I generally just ascend these days to just reduce my roster size because my roster is just so packed. And selling 5 stars for supply depot tokens is hard. Okay, let's do one more roadmap stage. Andrew's more or less done, and they need to come with something new. And yes, this is the first time Scopely takes care of his customers. Great deal for this kind of money. Like if you feel like it's worthwhile, then you should buy it. You should buy it basically. That it's all about value. That's generally how I look at the deals and stuff, is value. That's it, pretty much. What's your guess on how they could implement 7 stars? They pretty much have. They pretty much have. The new characters that you're seeing right now are 7 stars, basically. These 3 characters, Camilla, Cole, and Erik, they're effectively 7 stars. Like there's the difference between Generation 1 6 stars, which is like these characters, and Generation 2 6 stars, which is these characters, is the same as the difference between 5 stars and 4 stars and 5 stars. So they're effectively Gen 2s, like, basically. I wish they would release them with worse rushes though. If you're gonna go with like higher stats, they don't need to have incredible rushes, but yeah. Oh, here's the deal. This is the one you're talking about, right? This is an okay offer. You get 8 of these pools as well, and 3 gold mods. If I needed it, if I needed like only 35 tokens, I'm not sure how many I need. I need 90. So yeah, if I needed 35, that would be a good offer for me. I take Hunter. Specialist skill makes him very hard to kill. Yeah, it really depends how you want to use him. I think Hunter's a better like individual character, but I don't think he has much synergy with other characters. Where I think Erik's gonna help other characters more, if you know what I mean. Hunter's main thing is that he does damage and revive. That's pretty much it, and can stay alive. Whereas Erik is he's gonna remove status effects, negative status effects, or the attack penalties. He removes stun and heal reduction. But the attack penalties is more of a bonus. He's got a defense bonus on his rush again, buffing all of the teammates. He's got a heal where I think Hunter doesn't have a heal, right? He literally just has a revive and damage deals. I think so anyway. Probably passed him already now. Yeah. He's got a weird picture, right? Come on now. You can see him. You're not blind. I thought he was released back here. Was he released much later? Oh, there he is. I didn't think he was released after Lacerator Shiva, though. Really? Hunter was only released just before the Telltale characters started coming out. Man, I thought he was released like back here, like around Michonne time. It's crazy. Yeah, he's just got a 40% revive. And his active... I mean, his active actually can be a bit annoying, I guess. His defense is like 300 lower than Erik, and 200 less HP and 50 less damage. But it's the specialist skill which makes him very strong. Individually, I think Hunter's like good as like a solo character. For sure. It's the end of the world and they are civilians. Of course they don't know how to hold a gun. Yeah, but I mean... you got to brace it at least, right? You pull that trigger and it's just going to go everywhere. Here's not level 80 level. Yeah, you're right. I was wrong. I got it. 5-star Red Rosita knows how to hold a gun. Check her out. Oh, 5-star Red Rosita, the one with SMGs, right? She's just got them up on the sides. She has that like one of the best poses in the game. I can't remember, there was a character I think in like Command and Conquer that I think it was Sonya. Yeah. It's such a cool pose. Oh god. It looks so good. It's like an iconic pose, that's why they used it, I guess. And I think when she shoots, she straightens her arms as well, so it's the same iconic pose. It looks cool. Can you get Erik in depot? Yeah, you can get him in depot, but obviously it can take ages for him to come round. I played the game for 2 years now and searched the... scrolling my smartphone up and down, searching Charles by names. Good idea. Thank you very much, man. Saved me a lot of time. Yeah, that's how to do it. The only problem is when you search, like if you add a character and you search by name, if they're in teams, it puts them in different... I think it puts them in different batches if they're in a team or not. Oh no, it doesn't anymore. It might just do it in here. I'm not sure. Sometimes it can put them in different batches, so be careful. Like, let's see, it's got Benedict there. Oh, no, wait, they're in teams here as well, so maybe they changed that. Yeah, okay, maybe they changed that. But yeah, putting them in... Oh, no, here we go, look. When they're locked, if you've locked characters, you can't see their dupe. That's the way it goes. So if you've locked characters, you can't see if they're dupes or not. So... just be aware of that. I know it's a good idea to lock all your characters. I've never sold a character by mistake, personally, or a weapon for that matter. So I don't know. Some people might. Some might not. In the Premier World with Ajax, there's a gun you can see right before Ajax appears. I heard someone say this, but I didn't see it. I see Jesus. Oh, where am I meant to look? Like I saw it in a screenshot earlier. I only need 30 tokens, so I might get a one offer. It's not a bad offer, to be honest. It's not a bad offer. You get gold mods and you get 8 RTS token pools. I said this on my last stream. It's just a shame you get all this because you're paying extra for all this, pretty much. So they could make it like $10 and just get rid of all of this. Like, I don't want to have to pay for these tokens. This is what puts me off buying stuff. The extra stuff. You know, that's why I think the 30-day pass for coins is the best thing in the game in terms of value. You're playing purely for getting coins every day. There's no extra stuff. That's why Survivors Club isn't that good, because it's $25 or whatever it is, and you're getting a lot of stuff which is useless. You know, in Survivor Club, it's £23 for me. I think it's $24.99 in America in dollars. The one recruit a day is the premium thing. Craft without parts, I rarely have to. Like, I already have tons of parts, so that's never an issue for me personally. Even if I don't have the parts, I can skip making them because of my prestige, so that's not a problem. Unlimited character team cost. This is for brand new players, no one else. So this is useless for me. 100 character cap, that's nice, but it doesn't really matter how much my character cap is. I've already come to the conclusion that regardless of how many character slots I've got, I'm always going to be like having only like 20, 30 free, pretty much. The food production and material production doesn't really mean anything for me. So like literally nearly 75% of this is either just useless or I don't care. That's why Survivors Club has been a fail, in my opinion. It's because it just offers too much trash on the side. If it was just one free recruit every day and people paid $10 for that a month, people might do that, you know? I don't know. Because that's like doing, how many temples? It's like doing 3 temples. And 3 temples would cost in here. Like, it isn't about how much value it is, it's just like the other stuff that you know is useless. Where is it? Coins. A temple costs £25, so that's £75 it costs for 3 temples. So if you're someone who buys coins to do pulls on the regular, it is worth to just get anyway. But it's just the other stuff isn't worth for people who wouldn't. And that's who they should be baiting in, is people who wouldn't normally spend. Like me, I wouldn't normally spend. But if it was a good offer, I would. But in my opinion, it's not. Do it and show us the result. Mama's a YouTuber. That's what she's gonna do. I got 2 winter tokens in my winter tokens. Oh, Michonne. Sorry, I read that wrong. I was just like, wait a sec, what? Yeah, that sucks, man. I wish you couldn't get dupes. I wish it was a stash. How to understand when your rush can crit? Only like 3 or 4 characters in the game's rushes can crit. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. The characters that rushes can crit, it says that they do 2 separate attacks. Was it this guy? No. This guy. It says deal something attacks. If it says attacks in there, see that 3rd word there, or the 2nd word after the number? If the wording's like that, that means that the rush can crit. It also means they can get stunned, they can get absolute defended, They can get, you know, all negative things can happen to them, but also all positive things. So if this guy had a stun on attack weapon, he could effectively get 3 chances to stun a character when he does his rush. We have Harper, who has the same 3 chances to stun because she has stun on her weapon. She can't get stunned as well, so she's got the benefit of she can't be stunned on defense, impaired on defense and stuff like that, so that's good. Also worth noting, like on that Chris guy, if he does his rush and he gets stunned on the first attack, the extra 2 attacks just don't happen. His rush is stopped. It stops halfway through or partway through. But there are only like a few other characters that do it, I think. Shiva, Yellow Shiva, White, Michonne, Lewis. I think maybe Naya. Yeah, Naya. I want to say Marlon and Rosie, but I don't think so. No, but I'm pretty sure Lewis does. Yeah, 2 attacks. But he's a disarm, so he's not going to get done. Sandy, Decap Sandy, this one. When it says that, it should have like an icon to show you that it's like an on-attack thing. I don't know. What they could do is just deal 1 attack. So the bonus is that it has weapon bonuses that can happen. Who's the other one that's really good? There's a really good one that got released around this time. This one. Conrad. Survivor Club is too expensive, yeah. For what you get, I think so. I would pay for just the pool segment, but I'm not paying for the pool segment and getting the rest, which I don't really need. Now, sooner or later, want to spend money, be sure you pay on Amazon Play Store. Don't play the game on the Google Store. The prices are 20% higher. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to buy stuff, buy coins on a regular basis, I've heard that Amazon is a good way to go. I cancelled Club as my Android is now tier 270 and you need a load of comics to lift her up. I love to take half of the weekly bonus rewards before the club. How many comics do you need? How many, Tim? Now, what's the number? What do you think of On a Roll Tara? I think she's going to be really good in like faction assault and stuff. I'm not sure how useful she's going to be in raids, to be honest. Decap Sandy. Yeah, Decap Sandy as well. If you're new to the game, you're mostly free to play. Survivors Club isn't really good for money in the long run unless you're really lucky in the daily pools. It's good for catching up. It is really good for catching up. It's good for being able to use better teams instantly because of the cap thing. Like, if I make a team, you can see that my lockup here, team cost. Survivors Club members do not have a limit on team cost. Like, the highest I can get is 130, so I'm fine. But when you're at a lower level, that is actually capped at like 60 and stuff like that. So you can't even use 5-6 stars in a team. You only get Tara from the Faction Assault event token earrings. Yeah. You can only get this Tara from that. I'm just saving those earrings. She's basically a Benedict now for me. The other Tara they're talking about is On a Roll Tara, which is this Tara, who I think I'm looking forward to getting her. I'm going to be able to claim her. Not yet, but I'll be able to claim her on this region, so I'm looking forward to that. I'll be getting all the ascendables on this region, and then I'll be able to save tokens for next season. I'm hoping, like, next season's really close, guys. Next season's really close. this week, next week, and then we're going to know the next season's characters. So the 21st is when it ends. So we'll know next season's characters probably like 27th, 28th, 29th of this month. Because they're going to probably do the week extension on the characters. Let's see if the cooldown's correct. 20 days. Yeah, 20 days. So the cooldown goes until 1 week after the season ends. So you still have a week after the season ends. And that's when they said we're gonna be getting our rewards from these missions. Is after the season ends. So things like reach the Silver League, reach Division 2, that sort of thing. We're gonna be able to get these basically. Is it these 3? Reach Silver League. No, it's these 2. Just these 2. And I think this goes up quite high, so you can get like a few thousand from these. So that's really useful, especially if you're in a faction that isn't in a high league because you transferred, like my other faction. And next week should be a bonus week. Like this week, next week should be a bonus week, the home stretch. I can't remember if it had coins as rewards last season. I think from the solo leagues you get season tokens in the last week. That's how it worked last season. I can't really remember if I'm honest. What sort of characters are you hoping that okay, let's go through it. Yeah, what 3 5-stars would you want to see next season? There's one 5-star that I'd really like to see, but what 3 5-stars would you want to see? Not necessarily ones that have to be like game-changing, just fun characters. Like the ones that are non-ascendables. So Heath, Dwayne, or Sawyer. Last season we had Kate, Conrad, and Priya. People who have been playing for a couple of years know this. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I need to go and edit. No worries. Enjoy, mama. Who is better from League Shop, Sandy or Tara? I think Sandy is probably better. Tara's more fun. I don't think she's going to be amazingly useful unless you don't have a damage dealer or you struggle to get like a decap or something. Like if you don't have Tyrese, but Tyrese is like an obvious upgrade for her. So, you mean the blue Tara? Yeah. I think that's honor roll. It's because the honor roll specialist skill. That Tara. Tara offense, Sandy defense. Well, yeah, definitely. That's 100% Domus. 100%. Thought you mean the red one. It's all good. It's all good. I'm staying in Florence. You're from Florence. How is Florence? League Shop. Sure, go for Sandy. 28 comics. Ouch. That is a lot. And you get what? How many do you get a week? Like 6? Yeah, that is a lot. I have a team with 3 Eris, Dante, and Tara. 3 Eris. Who's your leader? Dante isn't going to be a leader. Monica. Yeah, that's a good pick. I like that one. Monica. Club Andrea, tier 3 upgrade, 28 comics. T4, 40 comics. Ouch. And you get, is it between 1 and 3 a bag or something like that? Ascendable Sawyer would be awesome. I mean, he would be. It would be. I agree. Definitely Teresa. Teresa would be pretty good. Blue Michonne, 5-star. Okay. Okay. The one I want is 5-star. 5-star Ezekiel. The green one that was Kirkman series. Really rare. He's a really rare 5-star. But he's really good. He's basically Kate for greets. In terms of he has focus and an attack buff. I'd love to have him in there. Another character that I think is pretty good, just for fun. Amy. I want Amy, but I kind of like, I want to get her from the elite character wheel, but it's just the chance of getting her. We don't get enough elite tokens. Let me think. Who else? Maybe a character that I maybe missed out on. That was part of an event or something. I can't really remember any that are part of events. No, I can't really remember any. Anyone that would be useful in like world map and stuff for newer players. Maybe a good drop lead. I don't know. But maybe Rosa in here would be pretty good, because I know some people will struggle getting drop leads. That'd be pretty nice. What about this one, where Naya is right now? Last season we had Kelly. This season we got Naya. So next season we're probably going to get a character who is an ascendable that currently exists. So an ascendable that currently exists. I would love a lacerator. Like I'm thinking more fun than game changing, because I don't think they're going to put anything like a disarm here. In this, I mean, Michonne would be great, you know, Bruce, great, but I don't think that's going to happen. But, so I think like if we got a lacerator, wouldn't necessarily have to be Shiva, but that would be cool. I'd really like a lacerator character. Jose, yeah, true. Jose would be pretty good. You see, I don't want them to be too good within the 5 stars, because if they're too good, I'd want them, and I don't like. I've already got Sawyer and I've already got Heath, and I don't really mind not having Dwayne. If it was characters that I didn't like, if I didn't have Sawyer, I'd probably want to get him, and I wouldn't have enough tokens. I might have enough tokens next season though. I'll have to see. I might claim Sawyer on my other region, just because if he ever becomes ascendable, I'd really want him as a 6-star. He'd be just so amazing as a 6-star. Even if he wasn't good, he would just be so amazing as a 6-star. I don't know. It'd be cool. Huge AP when taking damage from melee, right? I don't know what his leader skill is, but he has a focus rush. That's why he's really, really good. Green Rosa. Yeah, Green Rosa, yeah, for sure. I have him. He is strong. Yeah, it's mainly just because he is a good support character. Bypass shields. Will the medals you get move over to the next one, or will you lose them? No, transfer. You keep the medals the whole time. You keep these the whole time. Like, I transferred this season with like 15 or 20,000 medals, and I claimed Sandy pretty early because of that. I'd love Marlon, but I doubt it. Maybe Anna or something. No, they could do Marlon, to be honest. They could do Marlon. Because I don't think Marlon is like... Because he's not... Basically, decap... I hope they put a decapitate here. Like, I think the character they should put in Naya's spot is Blue Tyrese, honestly. Just because if you don't have Blue Tyrese, you're in a lot of trouble. And I think in terms of helping the player base, that would help them the most. I don't need that character. I've got like 4 Tyrese, fortunately, like in my roster. I've ascended 1. I don't need more than 1. But there are people who don't have him. So in terms of if I'm not thinking of just myself, that would help the player base a lot more. I hope one of the 2 characters that we get on this side, the Tara Sandy characters, I hope one of them is like a game changer, like that can actually be useful. Sandy is reasonably good because she's got an active revive. She can be pretty good. I just hope we get something like Disarm is so needed. Like it's so important for free to play to get Disarm now. Guardian, Shield, Herschel, Red. Oh, that would be cool. Now, that would be amazing. If Naya was Shield, Herschel. I don't think that would happen, though. He's really still, even now, so strong. Hold the line, Andrea. Okay, I can see that. Some people like that character. She's not really that good. She's okay on defense. But I can understand it, like, just for fun. Like, Firestarter is just more for fun. I don't think Firestarter's that great. But if you've got... I've actually got 2 Naya on a beta region, and it's pretty strong. I was so hyped when Lacerator Mechanic went live. White Shiva Rick. It don't work, sadly. Too slow. I did say this. I mean, back in my video, when I made the video on the character, I did say that it's just going to be really slow to really get going. But people played the roadmap and they got the bleed up to like 20,000 or something and thought it was OP. It took so many turns to get up that high. But it still would be fun. Lacerator still would be fun. And it only takes another character coming out that makes things useful. You never know what can change in the future. Like, I don't know. They could think of another character's mechanic with bleeds. I don't think bleed mods are very strong. That makes Lacerator not as good. I think burn mods are strong, so that's why Naya is actually pretty decent. So Lacerator could change. Like, look at Decapitate Tyrese. I wrote him up for ages because there wasn't a good AP lead for ranged. Second, a good AP lead was released. Decap Tyrese was suddenly useful. So, because he's getting his rush much quicker. Yes, please give me blue tie. I'm waiting for him for a year and he hasn't showed up in SDA. That's what I mean. So I think this slot should be a Decapitate Tyrese. Unless one of these 2 characters are going to be a Decapitate, like a unique decap. I prefer that than this being Tyrese, just so that I can get another Decapitate that's decent. Preferably a green or a red, if I'm honest. What colors did we have last season as the uniques? We had a red and we had a green. So we haven't had a yellow. We haven't had a yellow yet on the unique characters. So we haven't had a fast character. We've only had a fast character in Naya. And we had a green last season in Kelly. So we've only had... So this should be a blue. So that's where Tyrese would make sense. And then these 2 should be a yellow and then a green. So fast and strong as the uniques. And then a tough, like a Tyrese maybe. Where Naya is. Blue Negan. Yeah, I mean it could be Blue Negan. Oh, you haven't seen him. Disarm is a must-have. Yeah, Disarm for one of the uniques would be really nice. Who was there for season 1? Yeah, it was Kelly. It was Kelly, Zeke, and Mirabelle. I nearly called it. I wanted to say Maggie for ages. I was like, Maggie? You took the bait. I read Zeke, yeah. I have 2 White Shivas and Lacerate Davy. They work most of the time for me. I think it was just mean like it's still quite slow. But they're just fun. I would see it as fun. My main attack team uses Lacerator with the tanky meta with everyone healing. Lacerator is really strong. It is strong, but it can take a while. Like you say, it can take a while to get going. You're only using on 1 character. And other characters in the same amount of time can get their AP up to just do a rush that's more powerful. And it's got a Decapitate on it, so they can't be revived, for instance. So yeah, that's the only issue. Naya also never find a way in the current meta. I think she has a chance against certain teams. If you use like the biggest issue on attack teams is if you don't have decap, if the kill doesn't happen with a Decapitate, they're just gonna get revived. This is the biggest issue. Revive is just so overpowered. And it's not just that they can get revived. Let's say they've got 4 revives and a shield, yeah? You kill everybody. Every single character, you kill everybody. except one of the shields has like 20 HP left and it's their turn, and their rush goes off, as long as they don't revive the shield, everyone gets revived in one turn. Because you revive one, then that person revives the next one, and then that person revives the next one, and that person revives the next one. That just shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. They either shouldn't be able to have their turn, or they should have no rush. It should be one or the other. Like, be able to rush and have your max AP still from when you got killed. It just doesn't make any sense. It's obviously not balanced. Execution Eugene may be decent, not great though. We've had 2 red characters already though. I think next season we shouldn't have a red character. We've already had 2 alert characters. We've already had 2 greens though too, as actually. We've only had 1 blue. And we've only had 1 yellow. So we definitely need a blue and a yellow next season. I think the blue should be in the non-unique slot. Or it could be a blue and a yellow in the unique slots and then a green in the non-unique. So there could be a green in Naya slot again. But we had that last season, so... I'm just trying to think of maybe like trying to balance the traits a little bit. Like when the leaks originally came, guys, did you know that this guy was meant to be next season's one of next season's rewards? This Colt was meant to be a League Season 3 character. I'm not sure if he had the same rush and everything, but he was meant to be a League Season 3 character. Guardian 2 Zeke. Yeah. See, that wouldn't be too bad. Fast OG Shield Michonne would be good for newer players. I have 3 of her. I guess she isn't too bad. I get where you're coming from. But some people can be baited into getting those characters. Like, a lot of people were baited into getting Conrad last season thinking he was useful. He just isn't. Like, the only reason you should have got Conrad last season is just if you wanted Conrad. That was it. Like, he wasn't going to be useful for your teams and stuff. Lacerator can work for versus free-to-play or low-middle players. But you will see... Yeah, versus higher level defenses, it will be always a problem. You need just, like... You need decaps and stuff. You need speed. Like that's how you beat high level teams. It's fast, being fast, and decapitating them. Whereas Lacerator does neither of those things. It's slow and it doesn't decapitate. So it's really just doesn't work against those sort of teams. The revive change, yeah, it's horrible. Shouldn't be able to rush off a revive or when revived, no turn. I think no turn. I think that's the fairest one. I don't mind them keeping their AR, but they shouldn't be able to have a turn. That's ridiculous. Like, it should just be they're up. Maybe they should get a defense boost when they... Or, like, they should automatically defend. So they get 50% extra defense. You know? I don't know what the mechanic should be. I think it's too late, because if they did change it... Imagine they changed it. Think about the complaints. People would just be always complaining about how they changed how it works. But... That's what I don't like about this game. In other games, like if you were to play another game and something was unbalanced, they'd change it. Maybe not so much in mobile phone games, because I don't really play too many other mobile phone games. But to be fair, I played Marvel Strike Force a little bit, and they balanced characters all the time when they were overpowered. There's not enough balancing in this game. Nothing ever gets changed. Old characters never get changed, for good or worse. They just left. And then the only way they fix broken characters, like if there's a character that's released that's really powerful, the only way they fix it is by releasing a more powerful character. That's it. That's the only thing I don't like. It'd be better if they actually fix characters that are broken. But after what happened with the Michonne thing and people's reaction to that, I can understand why they don't want to go back and change stuff. Really? You're not going to give me some free resets? That is not very nice. You got lucky. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna increase his rush and his active. So we need 7 of these. I'm talking about Erik here, by the way. That's 4, yeah? 4, 5. Don't have too many of these Liliths at the moment, but we will change things there. I'll probably sell these. Epic gear. Okay. Nine and 7. Do I have any of the little ones that are his? No. Okay. Wait. Chance of +8 levels. I need one more. I hope these are not. I hope these are 100% Lilith bags. Otherwise, like, I could get unlucky here. I don't know. Some of these aren't. Oh, okay, there we go. I don't know what's in these crates half the time. I'm just guessing. But it's a Lilith. Okay. So we maxed out his rush and everything. I'll just use these. I don't mind. Any 4-star trainers? What about Benny's? Yeah. Okay, we're good on gear here. Could I tier 4 him? Could I tier 4 him? Yes. Okay. I probably will as well. I probably will. I'm probably not going to try and score too high in this level up though. I'll probably put him in You Got Lucky when it resets. Disarm Harper is the best. I like Bruce more. Who do I like more? Probably Harper because she's got stun on attack already on her weapon. That's pretty good. Nox is stepping stone for burn bleed attack team since he can neutralize and 20 HP revive. Well, you mean with the weapon he could do a 20 HP revive? Yeah. Cold Man would have definitely gotten him. Yeah. I mean, when he was originally leaked, that's what his label was. Anyone here got 2 or 3 Eriks? Look, what should I get, Naya or Tara? I'm getting both. If I had to choose one or the other, I don't know. I mean, I think Tara is going to be amazing for Faction Assault. Like, really, really good for Faction Assault. Because I'm pretty sure her specialist skill will make it so that it carries over to the next wave. So when you finish one phase, she'll have the buffs on the next phase. She'll be doing so much damage on Faction Assault, it'll be insane. Absolutely insane. To be honest, like, so strong. Maybe Alpha Cygnus. Yeah. Just as long as it's a guaranteed decapitate. The only reason I say Tyrese is because he's the older one. And Alpha is in 5-star tokens. That's the only reason I say Tyrese. I prefer a unique, so a brand new decapitate, like with like 450% damage to one enemy, and make it a fast character or make it a strong character. Or no, a strong character or an alert character, sorry. Not fast. Strong or alert. Preferably alert, actually. Because so it's like a different trait within free-to-play. Like, alert Sandy is definitely the best decap. For like guaranteeing a decap. I use double green alpha, white revive. I guess you mean white Shiva. I was like, what the double green alpha, white Shiva, revive Sandy, and Solange for most shield revive teams. Yeah, it works. If you've got 2, the damage output will be pretty good. It's just 1, the damage output isn't really that high. So yeah. Is there any use for Haaland? Got him as a 6-star. It's like he's got like this really small use that you can have if you've got a shield on a defense team. And Haaland can basically just constantly heal that guy, but it's just because you can bypass shields isn't super amazing. He's not terrible, but he's only, I mean, he is terrible, but he's only got like a really small, amazing use, and it is a pretty decent. Have I already drunk my water? What the hell? I'm going through water so quick these days. A 1.5 litre bottle. When I said I got a drink just earlier, it's gone already. It's just like good. Haaland good in Faction Assault. Yeah, there we go. He could be good in Faction Assault. Like Dev. I've got Dev, and I won him in a level up. And I don't use him too much. I have seen him used on the defense teams pretty well, so he has got an option there. But Dev, and I used him in Faction Assault. He's so good in Faction Assault. He one-on-one Negan. Negan couldn't kill him. Dev was too strong because of his bonus HP and his Indomitable. Just made him so tanky. But he wasn't doing much damage. He was just surviving and getting extra damage for ages. It's just a shame that only he gets the bonus HP. It'd be better if him and someone else got it like 50% each. But he's like a lone wolf, basically. But he's pretty decent in Faction Assault. Power level 3000. Let's release 2 and 6000 power level. It's a struggle indeed, hoping for a decap at least in S3. Yeah, there needs to be some game-changing characters for free-to-play. That, like I said, the best delivery system for free-to-play is guarantees. And League Store is a guarantee. Museum collections are generally a guarantee. Anything that involves RNG is like no guarantee, obviously. Like, I could buy Walker tokens right now, and I could go onto the Walker wheel, and I could pull like this Sandy that's just about to come around. Now, if I got her, I'd be really happy. She's a massively good character. Like, she's like one of the best characters in the game. She's a game changer, just because mainly because of that. Like, basically, if she doesn't have decapitate, she's exactly the same as Dwight. The Dwight that they gave out. So it's the decapitate is the big important thing here. Her weapon is a little bit stronger because of the 200% with the second attack, rather than 150% that you can get from Armory. I think she actually is kind of weaker in her rush because of the Pain Split. I don't like Pain Split at all. But yeah. 2 green alphas, white Shiva, yeah. I think that's gonna do a lot of damage. Your leader would be active Sandy then. You haven't got damage off your leader. You can't be doing that much damage with those rushes. Like, I wasn't doing much damage and I was using an attack leader, like 30 or 40% damage leader, and this is my weapon for my my alpha. So it's 40% lead, 40% weapon. I think I had 3000 base attack as well. Like, I'll just take my team on a roadmap and you can see this is what my alpha had. And I was doing like 1000 damage against some of these defense teams. Oops, I nearly just autoed that. Here's my other region. But yeah. Yeah, the balance between old and new tunes is badly broken. Compare Blue Shane or Yellow Negan with some of the new tunes. Those characters were not built to be good, though. Those characters are just like... I think sometimes you just get some duff characters get released. Like, look at these characters. This shield, for instance, I don't think is that good. And he's one of the latest characters get released, you know? Sometimes you just get a duff character get released. For instance, Riker, I don't think is that amazing. Mainly because he's slow. But I don't think Riker's that amazing. Cal, don't think he's super amazing. So it can happen within Premier. Like, Ajax is okay. But he had, every time I've come up against him, he hasn't been that much of an issue. The shield that I find the most difficult is Jesus or Koa. Those two are the hardest shields for me just because they control AP. And that's how I win fights. You know? Sometimes they just don't get it right. Characters, but then sometimes characters are too strong as well. Like, it goes to the other end of the scale, like where they're obviously too strong. You know, it's just like, well, what is going on with this character? At least Blue Tyrese is one of the older tunes who is still playable. I mean, a lot of them are. Like, you kind of have to use a lot of the old tunes because those are the ones that are like been more like accessible for a long period of time through depots and wheels and stuff. But yeah, Tyrese and Shiva are pretty much the most usable characters on attack teams. Guardian Ezekiel is okay on defense. Carl is okay for a lead. Mirabelle is okay for a lead, and she's okay as a support character. But then there are still promos that were released in like the first 20 that are mad powerful. Erica, for instance, she was released so early, and she shouldn't have been released then. Like, she defined the meta. She's defined the meta since she's been released. Like, after Erica was released, it's been a revived meta since. No other characters defined the meta since. Like, any of these characters for a defense team, nothing. It was all Erica. And when she was released, I even said on the forums, my exact words were, she should only have one of those heals, not both. Having a normal heal and a bonus HP is too powerful. She should have only had one of those two. Or it should have been less, like 25% of each. Oh well. Oh well. Lee Tara was missed opportunity. Could have been a free-to-play decap and balance the game. Well, we've still got like 2 weeks until the next season. 2.5 weeks to the next season. So hopefully it comes. Because like you say, it is kind of needed. First thing about what team you want to build. You should not play mirror lead in Koa. Neither in def or off team. Who should ISN next in a balanced range melee team? Red Dev, Red Eugene, Green Carl, Solange, Blue Maggie, or Yellow Gator. Blue Maggie is good for against range teams because you can take fast characters and tough characters behind her. I have mirror lead with Koa. For a defense team, if you've got Koa, you should just do Green Carl and just get Koa tanky. Pretty much. And then you should have Mirabelle in that team as well until you get the rest of your characters being melee. But then at least you've got 2 good leaders. So no matter what you do, you can take Green Carl as a leader, or you can take Mirabelle as a leader. Like world map, road map, you've got 2 decent leaders. Fraction Salt, anything. And Mirabelle's, like, range teams are probably better for attack teams as well, until you get like defined attack teams. I'm talking about my baby region. I have League Zeke in my main region. Koa can work in any team depending on the other tunes and mods. Yeah. Behind a good leader is where he's most useful though. Like behind Mirabelle, he'll get shredded on the first turn. You also just want to try and get AP down on him. I know you're gonna not probably have your armory buffed out yet. Do I risk it? Don't think I've got any faction mates that I can. I can't. I'll risk it. Oh, it's only walkers. If I can focus on ranged, which was the whole point of starting a new region, who can I use to protect and defend my ranged teams? Ranged are generally better attack teams than defense teams, generally, unless you have like, I mean, reds on defense will generally get annihilated because blues have, the blues even within free-to-play are good, like damage dealers. But ranged on attack, because of the damage dealers and because of it, they have better leaders for attack teams. They've got Andrea, they've got Mirabelle, really easy options for free-to-play especially. But to defend Maggie, probably, just because she's a healer. That's the only reason I'd say, just because she's a healer. That's pretty much it. But it's Erik. If you can get Erik from this tournament, you're going to be gold. That actually, Erik would be really good for you because you can put Koa behind him. Erik would be perfect if you can get him. Koa is a snack for me. It's Jesus who gives me problems. I don't have very good attack team reds. I've only got free-to-play reds pretty much. That's pretty much all I got. Like Brian. I need to upgrade Brian. That's pretty much my only good attack team character. The rest are all support characters. I guess to a certain extent Governor. But the rest are all support characters. Locke, is Xmas Jesus good? I've heard people talk about his leader skill as well. We were talking about Michonne earlier, Winter Michonne. But I have heard people talking about his leader skill. I've gone past him, haven't I? Yeah, I have. Telltale's Before Christmas. No, it wasn't. No. It was before this Christmas. Where is he? I wish there was a search. There's so many characters in here. There needs to be a search function for sure. All fast characters gain a huge bonus to AP when attacking. All teammates get 40% attack against ranged characters. So like you could take him against ranged teams and get damage bonus for tough and fast, and then the fast characters get a bonus to AP. Deal 300% damage, confuse, and minus 60% defense for 1 turn to 2 enemies. So that would be quite good for if you've got a decaps. You're going to be able to eliminate one character for sure because of that defense down. Remove defense bonuses. Remove any defense bonuses for a group of enemies. So that removes the defense bonuses for the entire defense, which is good. So he could be commanded to do that after he does his, like if they've got defense boosts and stuff. Not generally an issue for range teams. It's medi teams that seem to get a lot of defense boosts from what I've noticed. You can't upgrade his foot though, unfortunately. It looks kind of weird when you think about it, that his weapon is just like a leg. It would be so cool if they just, for a joke, just when you started the fight, he's just holding a leg with a shoe on it. Not that he's kicking someone, he's just literally hitting someone with a leg with a shoe on it. Like, he's okay, but he's okay because he's got defense down, but he's probably not as good as like Connor and Javi, just based on that. The old Andrea meta is needed. Better to actually defeat the team instead of victory counting this time out. I don't know. Andrea was really annoying as well. And that's what I said before. Like, they released a character not really understanding how effective that character would be. And then to basically overtake... There were people still using Andrea's like years in. That's how powerful she was. And she was available in the depot, you know? I remember I had an Andrea defense team for like a month before 6 stars got released. I was so happy for that month. You could beat it though, like with the first turn. This is another reason they removed... they're probably not going to lower AP too quickly. It's because of the first turn teams with fast characters. Whether they knew it could happen or not. Again, it could just be a side effect that happened. But they never balanced the game. They never balanced issues that are there, so it's like meh. I have a 6-star Red Rosita, the Gov, and 6-star Dante. So yeah, here we go. You've got Dante as well. So if you do get Erik, you can have Dante and Kara behind Erik, and he'd be a great leader for you on defense. Red Zeke is best as your leader. Red Zeke is just a good base leader if you don't have a leader. I don't think I have him ascended on this region. But he's just a good leader if you don't... Oh, that's something I didn't mention. I just might have hit my microphone, so I do apologise. Next season, I really hope that they have at least one of these being a specialist. At least one of the uniques being a specialist. And like I said, I hope it's like an important one. But we don't need too many leaders. We don't need leader here. Like where Naya is, we don't need a leader. And at least one of these two has to be a specialist. Like free to play needs specialists more than anything. When I showed you on my last stream, going through all the characters that we've been given in non-RNG wheels, like in museum collections, leagues, login rewards, 8 of them were specialists, and the other like 27 were leaders. We only need like one leader, and we have so many leaders. It's unreal. We definitely don't need a non-leader. Like we definitely don't need more leaders. We need non-leaders. We need specialists. 100%. Pretty much greens and reds to play with right now in my baby region until I can progress more. Yeah, just try and get whoever you can. Get some lucky pulls. Only level 34. You need to do the XP roadmap. Does it come up just now? Or is it tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Just farm that XP roadmap like mad. When you're lower level, I remember doing like half my level every time, every full energy. And I used to actually just can it. Like, I used to use my cans on it. I didn't use my cans on much else, and I used to just can that. It was good fun. Leveling up like mad. What's in the inbox? Messages. I don't know. It could be a message from someone, so I don't know what's on it. You know. I only need it to like break YouTube's two terms of service, and I'm in trouble, you know. What's your main region level? I think Bloodline's gonna be over 100 now. Level 103. Level 103. Yvette Ares combo is nice. A vet or Jeremiah? A vet unless your team is range dominant. I mean, I think Jeremiah works okay on some attack teams. He's not too bad on some attack teams. Personally, I've got Jeremiah on one of my regions. I'm probably going to go with a vet on both of them though, just because she's a nice healer. To be honest, she's just a nice healer. I'm level 103. Yeah, in Brian, full melee team with Carl and lead Koa, Yellow Sandy, Romanov, and Lydia. What's the point of putting non-ascendables in the league stores? There are other parts of the game than raids. Sure, they're not going to be mega useful in raids. These guys could become ascendable in the future. Like in 6 months, this guy could be on the ascendable list. So you'll kick yourself that you don't have him if that's the case. You could be just a big fan. I think they should put iconic characters here. And when I say iconic, I mean characters that like people really like from the show or from the comic, you know? Not like just some randoms. Not saying that these guys are, because I think Sawyer is a character that's really liked. He's obviously he's an RTS character, but people like Sawyer because he's just a kind of a cool character. Some people really like Heath, some people like Dwayne. But Heath is actually really good for faction assault. Really good for faction assault. He's one of the best faction assault buffers. 85% attack and defense just makes your 6 stars. Like imagine 4 6 stars around this guy. You get a Shiva, give her extra 85% attack. It's almost like having 2 Shivas then. Yeah? It's insane. He's really strong. So don't underestimate these guys. In raids, I can agree these aren't going to be super useful. I don't think they should be as expensive as they are. They really are expensive. An ascendable character in Naya is not twice as good as these guys. So these guys should be like 3k. You know? Or 2.5k. Because these are just like fluff characters. They should maybe have 1 weapon in here at least. As well. And the weapons were too expensive last season. I think one of them was 12k. And it wasn't that good. They were a little bit too expensive, the weapons, in my opinion. Farm that roadmap. The XP territories help a ton. 30% from 148 now. Nice, nice. I am... Where is it? Does it show me my level in here? It doesn't show me my level. I'm still really close to Prestige 12, that's for sure. Yeah, it doesn't show me my level. I'm 137, but it doesn't show me my progress. Let's see. It shows you on the bar. I'm really close to 138. But I've done all of my missions now. I've got no XP mission anymore. Only the one for the level up. The raid mission's all done. And that was really nice just to get some boosts. Haven't really gone try hard on it. But I still farm the XP roadmap when it's up. It's a message from you. I can open it. I'm scared. I'm too scared. Sorry. Are Javi and Garrett good leader to build an attack team? Javier for ranged, Garrett for melee. Been struggling with melee only attack. Are Javi and Garrett good leader? I don't think Garrett is. Garrett is defensive leader. I'm pretty sure that Javi's a defense leader as well. He's HP, right, and AP on defense, if I remember right. Where is he? He's around here. Wasn't he around here? There he is. HP and, yeah, huge bonus to AP when taking damage. He's a defense leader and like an average defense leader, not very good one. His rush is good. If you've got him next to good characters and that 100% attack goes to someone, like a damage dealer. Like if it goes to a decap, like if you run him with Alpha, the Decapitate, ooh. Ooh, that's going to be nice. That's going to be real nice. Weapons should not be 10k. Yeah, they shouldn't be 10k. They were so expensive. They were so expensive. I need to tier 4 my Tyrese. I can actually tier 4 my Tyrese. That's grand. Okay. Probably not going to level him up, but I just want to tier 4 him to be ready. I'll do it the weekend. Did he just get a hat? Is that what he got? The helmet. So yeah, this was my attack team on this region. My attack team on my other region was really bad for alpha. But on this region it wasn't too bad. It was basically just all about alpha. So Connor would just debuff and then alpha would rush. She'd do reasonably decent damage, but I mean, she had pretty good mods. But I still don't think she does enough. 325% base damage is just not that high. Unfortunately. Okay, I think I'm going to buy the things in the League store. Because I just ran out. And I'll probably get, maybe get to 1.25 million anyway. So I'll get 3 of those what I bought just back. I like that there's rate cans here. I do like that actually. In League, if League Store weapons had off trait specials like the Green Axe with the absolute defense, maybe. Yeah, I don't think it'll be 10k in that case though. It'll be like 30k or something, you know, ridiculous like that. I think what they should do is like, I liked last season's one. I would like to see like a double attack fast weapon. That would be nice. I don't think there's too many characters that would really make too overpowered by using that either. Because the characters that have the double attack things, these, like 2 attacks, all have slotted weapons as 6 stars. So you can't replace it. Naya and Harper, they all both have slotted weapons. I don't know. It would just be nice to have something like fast characters definitely need an on-attack weapon that actually is decent. Because they've only got absolute defense really. That's the only good thing they've got. Leech life. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the Gen 2 6 stars. I guess they felt it was needed. I didn't at the moment. At least we're getting a free-to-play early in it though. Like the 3rd character release is a free-to-play and it's a good one. That's the only thing I can say that's decent. Yup, a helmet and the rifle on his back. Oh, okay. I didn't see the rifle on his back. I should have paid more attention. Just I noticed suddenly he had a helmet. Oh, he's got a 2nd rifle on his back. You know, just in case. He's gone full Tyrese. He should have had a hammer on his back. Just in case. That's when he goes full Tyrese. Actually, that's when he goes full Tyrese. I'm thinking Erik isn't free to play. Well, he is, because... I mean... I've got him already. So he's definitely free to play. He's not a premier. If you mean like you don't think you're going to be able to get him from the event without spending, it is possible. but you can win a level up tournament without spending money, and that was 10,000. Like I said in my video about the event, you only have to come top 50 15 times in level ups, and there's probably going to be like 10 to 12 level ups in the 30 days. They're probably going to be in raid tournaments as well, SR tournaments. You know, I think it's possible to get Erik just from being in the lower ranks. Any suggestion for Naya weapon and team placing? I think one of the suggestions I made about Naya is you could make her quite defensive and just utilize her fire starter. She's got attack on her weapon, so you can make her quite defensive with her mods, or just balance her stats. She has actually got pretty good stats. You maybe want to increase her defense a bit to make her more balanced, and just utilize her specialist skill and have someone with a fire mods, and just use those to have like a bit of synergy there. In terms of team placing, like I say, like the good thing about her is she can go with anyone else who's got any other character as long as they've got a burn mod. She needs a burn mod on someone else to be really useful. So what you do is you attack someone with another character, and then you attack her. You attack that character with Naya. So I'll show you what it's like on my other region, my beta region. Is Erik still going to be obtainable from the supply depot? Yes, he is, yeah. I don't think it's been changed. So in this region, I've got a couple of Nayas, as you can see. And as long as someone hasn't got like a massively upgraded defense, I'll be able to show you roughly what I'm talking about, because I haven't upgraded these teams. Okay, it's probably still going to be upgraded. Okay, it's not bad. These are actually tier 4. My god. So I haven't got mods, but imagine that was a mod that just happened. That's what you want to do. Mods are guaranteed, so when someone's got a burn mod, you just attack someone with a burn mod, and then they go on fire, and then you just attack someone else with the Naya, and it spreads it to another character instantly. Now if I kill this character, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do, okay, the fire spreads again. And as long as I remove this, I can spread the fire across the entire team. That's the great thing about Naya. That's having 2 Nayas is really good. 3 is a bit over the top. But I could win this as long as I kill Tyrese. I'm not going to attack him. Tyrese literally cannot live. Did he just do 2 bleeds? No, just a basic bleed. If Tyrese lives, I'm in trouble. But they could get burned down here. So I can spread the burn again. I need to kill Tyrese. Okay. Bleed, please. Bleed. 400. Nice. Like, these are tier 4, and I'm beating them just because of the burns. Easy. But yeah, someone was complaining to me about having 2 of her. But I think she's really good. Even if you have 2. And like, you can just spread it all the way around. So I just spread it across their entire team. But it's only going to last 1 turn. When you spread it, it lasts the same amount of turns as it had originally. Wow, that's interesting. You see what happened? Did he just spread it to 2? Why did it do that? That was a bug. That benefited me. I think it's because I killed him, it spread it, and then it also procced. So it almost did it twice, but it's not meant to do that. It shouldn't spread it to both of them. It should only spread it to one. Anyway. But that's how Naya works. As long as you have someone with a burn mod, she'll be really good. I'm off to bed. Early gym in the morning. Have fun, Cygnus. It's really nice to hear, man, that you're going to the gym. That's awesome, man. Stay healthy, bruv. Stay healthy. Do you know the odds for getting absolute defense? It's probably like... I'd say it's probably like 5% or less. But it's probably less. If I'm honest. You want to give yourself the best possible chance by getting these two territories. The crit ones up the top. Surefire, supplies, and strip mall. It gives you an extra 30% of the base percentage. It's not an extra 30% overall. I think the base percentage is like 45 or 50%. So it'll give you an extra 15 to 16, 17% on top. It's like a fake. It's a percentage increase of your base percentage. So let's say if I had a 50% chance of success and someone said, I'll give you an extra 50% chance of success. They'd only be able to increase my base success, which would be 50%. So it would go up to plus 25%, which would be 75% chance of success. At least that's the way I see it. Because when you see the thing fill up, I don't know if I can... No, I can't do it. I can't do it. Because when you see the thing fill up, if you don't put the items in, if you don't put the kit in and you don't put the, you know, the polishing kit and the tape in, there's no blue buff. But the second you put it in, the blue buff appears because it's based on the base percentage. At least it seems that way. I could be 100% wrong, but that's how I interpret it. Okay, switch to the other region, just have a little check what's going on there. Javier's baseball bat would be good for a double attack or a stun on attack. What you mean for in the league store? Just any fast weapon would be good in my opinion if they were to put weapons back in here, but they just can't be as expensive as they once were. I don't think any free-to-play can win a level up. I've won a level up twice. Definitely doable. I've not spent any money on leveling up characters. Ever. So it's definitely possible. I did it in the 5-star world where it was harder because you didn't have as many characters. I won Davy. And I won Cal. I won Cal. I did a video on it, I think, as well. So you can check it out. It's an old one, so it wasn't a great video. But I won Cal in my other region when he was a 5-star. Who was actually a pretty good 5-star, had an AP down based on his weapon. It was pretty nice. If he's in other events, you're probably right. Any ideas on next login post? No idea. I just hope there's going to be one. That's my main hope. You can get Erik from ascending blue 4 stars. So he's easy to get, but it's RNG. You say that. You can get Erik from ascending. It's easy. I ascended at least like 15, 20 now to try and get Sadiq. Haven't got Sadiq, so. I tried to get Rosa 25, 30 times. Didn't get Rosa. And she's not even ascendable, so. You can just get unlucky, but I think it's harder to get ascendable characters, to be honest. I'm salty because I just bought Wanderer the other week. I did get Red Clem from Winter Tokens though. Congrats on Clem though. Congrats. I was really happy with my Clementine. If you didn't see the video, you'll probably know how happy I was if you go check it out. The guys who did, I got a couple of PMs. It's like, I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, I got Clementine. I do the same thing every time I pull a really good character. I like lean back in my chair, which makes my backside, go to the front of the chair, and I just nearly fall off my chair every time. I'm just like, yeah, like just basically I stretch, just go, yes. And I've nearly like been sitting on the floor afterwards because I just slipped off. Any suggestions for a team with 2 Winter Shivas? I think I got unlucky in the Winter token pools. I had an idea where you could just make a really massively taunty team. Basically, I can't build a team, but it'll be Red Sandy as a leader because she's a taunt leader. I do have her, right? Yeah, so you have Red Sandy as a leader. Then you have your 2 Shivas behind Red Sandy. Or you could have... Actually, that'd be better. You could have Carly as a leader. Sandy and your 2 Shivas behind Carly. And then basically anyone else as the last character. Doesn't really matter who. Loads of taunt, just loads of annoying... Loads of annoyances. Movie night still happening. Hope so. We can do movie night still. We can do movie night still. I'm going to finish my stream in like the next 5 minutes, and we can do movie night. No problem. I was actually tempted. I was like, maybe I won't do movie night. But now Nikki turns out I can't say no, can I? I did promise you a movie night, so it took me 8 armory researches to get absolute defense without territory bonus. Well, that's actually pretty good. Is Jeff region active in wars? We haven't had any region wars yet. We just had a cross-region war, which is always active for me at least. But it seemed like they were warring a lot. Some of the other factions. It is a big region, so I'd expect it to be quite active. I use Mirror as melee. Oh, but the region I came from, Henry, is active also. It's just top heavy. You know, it's really hard to break through at the top. I use Mirror as melee, only attack leader, but I don't have a healer or revive. They do massive damage, but can barely take a opposite trait here. Yeah, so don't go in against reds. I know it can be hard because you're going to take yellows against greens. Use the defensive versus mods, like strategically. So if you've got a character that, like this character, I'd use the defense versus blues like this, so that they're going to take up to 35% less damage. It's weird that they're exactly the same mod, like percentage. It's crazy. I know you can maybe think, oh, I should use attack ones. If you're using a melee team and it's all melee, your fast character should have defense versus green because you're going to go against melee teams, and your strong character should have attack versus fast or attack versus strong. Because, yeah, like this, I'll show you my team on my other region, and this will be the last thing I do before. And read what you guys are saying in chat, but this will be the last thing. I use a four strong characters and 1 fast character on an attack team against melee teams. And a lot of people would probably think, you know, that's a really dumb idea. It is, I agree. But it's like a bait as well. Basically, teams, when they attack, when I attack them, when I come up against melee teams, all the strong characters attack him. So I have defense against strong, not the best defense against strong. I have a really good stun resist, so he resists a lot of the stuns, and he has absolute defense as well. So in my head, it means the other characters, my strong characters, are not going to get attacked as much. They're not going to have chance to get stunned on defense or stun on attacked by the greens. And everyone's going to focus Connor, and hopefully he's going to just like soak it all up. That's my plan, at least. So you've got when you go up against ranged teams with red characters, you've got to do the same deal. It's 100% doable. I've won 3. It's about prep. Yeah, level up is 100% about preparation. Like right now, I'm dead on my preparation in this region. Like I'm not even trying to prepare for a tournament because I'm just saving all my preparation for faction events. I only use You Got Lucky really. I've got 1,000 2-stars. On my other region, I've got closer to 4,000. But even that's not that much. My brother has like 15,000 2-stars, I think. And that's where it's like gets into the territory of like he can win a level up quite easily. Also, just saving your bennies. My brother's got like 40 Benedicts or something. I think he's got even more. He's got like 60 Benedicts. If he puts 10 bennies into one character, he gets 2 million points or something ridiculous. I can't remember if he uses 10 Benedicts on 1 or 2 characters. He said he got like 1.6 million. Just a ridiculous amount of XP at tier 4 level 1. And he could do that. He can get, I think he calculated that he could get like 5 million points in something like 40 seconds. If he got characters into the right position, so he could jump people really quickly. But it's really about preparation. It's about wanting to win a level up. It's about the right character coming up. My brother's just waiting for a good character to come up basically, and he's just going to dominate it. And that's pretty much what happened with me. The level up I won with Cal, it was a good character that came up. I'd been preparing for a long time. The funny thing is, it was the last ever character to be given out as a level up reward as a 5-star. So if I didn't win it, I would have had all that preparation for nothing. I would have been so mad. Hi Locked, I do my winter token pulls and get Davy, Ezekiel, Clementine and Alpha. I don't know what to do because I'm doing a Time Eater team. Erik, Glenn, Hunter, Solange and Blue Carl. What should I do? A lot of those characters are good on attack teams. Alpha, Davy to a certain extent, Ezekiel. So you've got, those are attack team characters, so they won't be great on defense. Clementine's, she can be used in some defense teams. She could be used in that taunt team I was talking about earlier. But you mainly pulled attack team characters. It looks like your defense team is pretty set though. Erik, Glenn, Hunter, Solange, and Blue Colt. It looks like you're fairly set on defense. I can't. I'm not. I don't worry, Nikki. We're gonna do it. We'll start movie night. It'll start by 10:30, 100%. Nikki to the rescue. If Kamado is on the agenda for movie night, I'm in. Basically, what I'll do is I'll put a list of movies up. It'll be like 3 or 4 movies, and you guys can vote on it. Who was the last one? The last what? Cal was the last level up reward as a 6-star, as a 5-star in the 5-star era, and then they changed it to like really bad rewards for level ups for ages, and they've only just recently brought back in the crates. They've got no crates for this level up, but they brought back in those crates where you could get crates and get characters in the crates. Like first gets a guaranteed ascendable, which is good. Can you do some raids? I want to see the new meta. I haven't played in over a year. I thought you said Bird Box. I did, but you guys said you'd already seen it. I'll put Bird Box in the list, so if you want to see it, then I've got no problem. But I don't want to force you guys to watch another a movie you've already seen. I think there's 2 ways I can do it. I can either force a movie and say this is what I'm going to watch. I should have done Bird Box when it first came out as a movie night, but it came out like 5 days before Christmas. So it was just like, yeah, not great. A defensive, I think that's someone going for impair, I guess. How did she get impaired for 1 turn? Ah, okay, okay. I don't like my attack team on this region because I don't have Sadiq. It's a bit slow. and I could get done by certain teams. Like this team is actually like, I'm not gonna say it, but I'll say it, is actually a little bit easier for me than the reflect is actually the thing that could mess me up. I'll get the everything up on these characters. Don't kill him. Don't kill him now. Okay, who do I want to kill? As they've only got one revive, I can risk this. Okay. Doesn't really matter now. If they had 2 revives, I wouldn't have risked that. But basically, I was trying to weaken that character for Tyrese, but I killed them. The only character I'm kind of scared of is this guy. He could reflect my guys to death. Tyrese can die here, so it is risky. And he would have died. He would have died. Oh no, he's gonna die. Okay, good. Just kill him. I hate him. Let's do 3. Let's do times 3, please. WTF is movie night. Basically, there's a movie. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Andrea. No. No. Thank you. There's a movie and we watch it together, basically. Simple as that. Movie night on Discord. Yes, it will be on Discord. You have to download an app or sign up to a site called Rabbit. And that's how it works. Okay, I'm done with raids. It was enough in war. There's a raid tournament tomorrow that I'm going to have to go like ham in as well. Where we watch movie night. Yes, Rabbit. I think it was. Hi, look, how are you? Give hello to Brazil. Hello, Brazil. Hello. Please provide a link of the info movie night. Check the announcements section and you can see the past talking about movie nights. If you check announcements, there's links to past movie nights, I believe. Yeah. And you just have to make an account on that website. So I'm going to set up that movie night. It will start in 20 minutes. But I'll probably start the stream a little bit earlier. And I'll have to go through some movies to make some choices. I'll do that now, basically. I'll get a drink and then I'll go through some selections for movies. So that's the end of my little RTS stream, guys. It was a little bit longer than I expected. I was like, oh, it'll only be like an hour and a half. It was 3 hours. There's no such thing as a short stream. I was about to say something very, very naughty. So that's the end of my stream, guys. I will be streaming on Thursday as usual. If you want to check out some videos, I released some videos in the last couple of hours, or in the last 4 or 5 hours now. I released a video about Erik, and I released a video about this Platinum Medals event as well. They're both pretty short. The Erik video is like 6 minutes, and the Platinum Medals one is only like 3.5 minutes long. So yeah, I'm going to shut it down, and we're going to watch a movie, guys. So thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, guys, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.